Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Good morning, XRP community. Are we at 24 cents? It looks like we are, and it looks like Mac Attack has noticed this as well. We got the crypto market up here, guys, and the market cap is gaining momentum every single hour. Right now, the market cap is at 325.6 billion, and Bitcoin dominance still at 62.5. So we're seeing a rally for Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin up to 11,000 right now, $11,029. Ethereum, $322. And look who regained number 3 position on the crypto market cap ranking. XRP right now trading at 24 cents, give or take. So Bitcoin is up 1.75%, Ethereum 2.96%, and XRP a whopping 9.57% change in the last 24 hours. Let's bring up the charts here, guys, and you can see, boy, look at that. XRP almost trading at 0.242 right now, and we've seen nothing but growth, steady growth over the last few days. And remember all those haters in the space that were slagging XRP? It's not making the kinds of gains that I want it to make. You folks really need to eat your hats, because I got to show you something. Let's look at Bitcoin since its most recent pump back, the pump started here back on July 21st. Right now, Bitcoin, where it sits currently, has gained about 20.5%. Okay, and if you look at XRP from July 21st, the same date range here, we would bring it down here. July 21st is right here. XRP has pumped 24.44%, so actually more than Bitcoin in the last 8 days. Now, let's take it even to the beginning of the month. XRP, by July 1st, or on July 1st, XRP was trading right here. That's the July 1st candlestick, so 38.35% month to date. And Bitcoin, let's bring up Bitcoin here just to kind of compare that with Bitcoin. Bitcoin on July 1st... right here, July 1st, actually less, 20.9% for Bitcoin since July 1st. So guys, always remember these rallies are relative. I'm not even necessarily saying, ha, I told you so. What I'm saying is these things are going to rally differently. Sometimes you'll see good days for XRP, sometimes you'll see bad days for XRP, as we all know. Just keep that in mind. The good news is the entire crypto space is moving up. This is what we should all be happy about. This is what we should put our focus on. And so Rob Art has mentioned in the past, you gotta love Rob Art. This guy is a technical trader, and so he really does understand technical analysis more than a lot of people on crypto Twitter. The most crucial levels are 50 cents and 80 cents. If we breach those, we break out of a downward and regular percentage gain and decline. It's irregular activity, basically. And so he retweeted his tweet from July 27th, only a couple of days ago. Once XRP breaches 24, then 34, 50, then 80. So 24, 34, 50, 80. Let's just take a look at that real quick here. So this is XRP on the daily. Let me get rid of this for a second here. So far, we have breached that 24 cent level. It's about 23.5. So that's the 24 cent that he is talking about. And then he says 34, right? 34 cents. That is this one up here. So let's draw them here. That's 24. Okay, 24. This is 34 up here. Zoom out here a bit. 34. This is terrible. Then he says, what's the next one? 50 cents. Okay, guys, and you can see 50 cents. That we hit back in, what was it, July? No, it was June. It was late June 2019. That's the 50 cent. 150, okay, is up there. And then 80 cents. That is going to be the biggie, and you know what? This is a zone in between 75 approximately, or 76 cents, and 96 cents. Okay, so he's talking about this zone here, where, you know, I mean, if you take a price somewhere in the middle, it would bring us to about 80 cents. So let me just mark 80 in that zone there. So that's about 80 cents there. Let me just delete these lines to give you guys a sense of where we stand. 80 cents is the final resistance level we must break. So 24, we have now broken 24. Next stop is 34, and so we just saw that at the beginning of 2020, 34 cents, next resistant level, and these guys are going to be the big ones, 50 cents and 80 cents, or I'd say more or less 96 cents, because that's the top of that level. We need to pierce through 96, and then we're on our way to all-time highs, $3 and change for XRP. And crypto is on the move. So this from Michael at Val5Links on Twitter. Ripple transfers almost 100 million XRP while its ODL partners move large amounts of XRP as well. This according to cryptonews.net. According to the data from the XRPL monitor bot, over the past 15 hours, the San Francisco-based blockchain behemoth Ripple has made several transactions totaling 98 million XRP. So you guys can see the XRP monitor here on Twitter. Meanwhile, its European ODL partner, Bitstamp, has wired around half of that amount, 48.5 million XRP. A substantial amount of XRP has also been sent by Mexico-based Bitso. So Ripple and its ODL partners moving large sums of XRP. Who knows why? Does this have to do with the current rally that we're seeing? Is it to get their ducks in a row? Make sure that all systems are a go, because demand for XRP, well, and other cryptocurrencies is rising. Who knows? We're just seeing that they're moving these sums of XRP, and we're not actually privy to the reasons why. According to Whale Alert, part of these funds was sent from Ripple to its distribution wallet, so we have that clue, around 33 million XRP. One of the Twitter users in the comment thread assumed that this could be an institutional investor laying its hands on the XRP stash for future usage, so that's a possibility as well. Thanks so much, Michael, for posting this. More crypto is moving in the space, though, guys. One of the largest Bitcoin whales on record just transferred 166 million in crypto. So a giant Bitcoin whale just emptied one of the richest crypto wallets in existence, if you can believe it. The unknown whale transferred a total of 15,022 BTC, worth about $166.1 million, to 3 separate wallets for a fee of just 91 cents. Most of the BTC, around 14,442 BTC, worth more than 156 million, was transferred to a single wallet. So maybe he's got a cash out wallet and several stash wallets, I guess we could call them, and maybe just moving the Bitcoin around so it doesn't stay stagnant, prepared to possibly cash out, maybe in different countries on different exchanges around the world. You got to think to yourself, if you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars because you are a Bitcoin millionaire, you likely have various different properties around the world, or you tend to travel a lot. Maybe you have financial relationships in other countries. And so it only makes sense that when you're dealing with these kinds of sums of cryptocurrency, not one exchange will be able to handle that load. The Bitcoin in question could be owned by an exchange, so that is also a possibility, a custody provider, or an institution. However, none of the addresses involved are known to be tied to any companies in the cryptocurrency industry, so they are assuming that this is a Bitcoin whale. The BTC whale could also be an early investor who traded BTC over the counter or shifting assets to a new address for security and maintenance purposes. That is more likely. That's what I think personally. Think to yourselves, all those Bitcoin investors who invested in Bitcoin, who are multi-millionaires today, who are still invested in Bitcoin and who are living the life, whose only job really is to wait for Bitcoin rallies and to cash out another portion of their BTC so that they can live for the next 4 or 5 years until the cycle repeats. So guys, we're going to see a lot more of this during this crypto bull run. We're going to see a lot more of investors cashing out of their BTC position, of their other crypto positions. So this is just the beginning. And I reported on Grayscale the other day, but Grayscale's crypto fund grows by 1 billion in just 11 days, guys. So more being added to the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust that currently holds 4.3 billion in assets. Crypto fund manager Grayscale Investments has managed to increase its assets under management by another 1 billion in less than 2 weeks, according to an update posted to Grayscale's Twitter account on July 28th. The investment firm currently has $5.1 billion now in assets under management, AUM. The funds are mostly held in Grayscale's trust for Bitcoin and Ethereum, along with the firm's digital large asset cap funds. So here are some of the products, the Grayscale products, and where the funds are allocated. So there's the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, Trust, GBTC, with 4.3 billion in that. Bitcoin Cash Trust, 12.8 million. The Ethereum Trust, 581.7 million. Grayscale's Ethereum Classic Trust, 80.4 million. We got Horizon, Litecoin, Stellar, XRP Trust, 3.4 million. So they do hold XRP in their cryptocurrency basket. And Zcash there finishing off that list. So this represents an increase of nearly 1 billion in AUM in just 11 days, according to a July 17th update from Grayscale. The firm more than doubled the AUM in its BTH Trust from 6 million to 12.8 million in that time. Grayscale added 782 million to its BTC Trust, 174 million to its Ethereum Trust, 12.7 million to ETC, and 6.7 million to LTC. So Grayscale obviously accumulating as well, adding more cryptocurrency to their trust. And so guys, just to reiterate too, these guys, you can buy these products from your regular stockbroker, so you can have exposure to cryptocurrencies. If you don't want to necessarily open up a cryptocurrency account, you just go to your regular stockbroker and buy the ticker symbol. Me personally, I do have some GBTC, so I do have some of the Bitcoin Trust. I wanted to get more exposure to Bitcoin, and I was in a good position. I had money in my stock account, and so I liquidated out of stocks, put it into the GBTC when we saw a correction. And so yeah, just another way to get exposure to cryptocurrencies if you are a traditional stock trader. This from the Daily Hodl, guys. Santander's Ripple-powered payments platform hits $500 million in volume, so that's a big milestone. Banking giant Banco Santander has now executed more than $500 million worth of cross-border payments through its Ripple-powered remittance app. Santander first launched the international payment solution OnePayFX in 2018 in the United Kingdom, Poland, Brazil, and Spain. Then since then, the app has also launched in Chile and Portugal and has processed $528.63 million in total remittances, according to a new update from the bank. OnePayFX payments can also be sent to 24 countries, including the entire Eurozone, bank officials add. The app uses Ripple Payments messaging system as opposed to Ripple's native token XRP to move money between currencies. The tech product, which is a competitor to the international financial network SWIFT, helps banks settle fiat-to-fiat transactions in real time by using messaging to clarify and verify transaction details. So OnePayFX, Ripple partner, hitting a new milestone, 528.63 million in total remittances. And yeah, they've been asked several times by the XRP community if they will be using XRP in their product at any point in the future, and they did not get a response. But again, guys, I think that this will have to do... I don't think that they're trying to ignore you, but I don't think they really have an answer. I think ultimately this has to do with crypto regulation worldwide. You know, as we all know, it is different everywhere in the world. And so once we see that sweeping world regulation, once most countries get on board with cryptocurrency regulation, this will become clearer. And I have a feeling that more of these companies are likely to use XRP in their products just because it'll be much easier to source liquidity for those types of transactions. Another one here, guys, from the XRP Arcade. This from Leonidas. New York securities lawsuit against Ripple has now moved to California. So the Simmons versus Ripple Labs, one of the two cases opened up against Ripple, claiming the company has violated the securities law, has been moved from New York to California. Daniel Simmons filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs, Brad Garlinghouse, and XRP2 LLC in March 2020, claiming at least $119,206 plus interest, costs, disbursements, and reasonable attorney's fees. On July 22nd, both the plaintiff and defendant filed a joint motion to transfer the case to the Northern District of California. The motion was approved on July 24th, and the case was moved from USDC Southern District of New York to the United States District Court, District of Northern District of California on the same day. So it has moved. You know what? The lawsuit is still ongoing. But this is good for Ripple because now they can have their cases in one courthouse in California where they are more efficient for them to defend themselves against these what seem to be frivolous lawsuits, just from what I have gathered over the last several months. The Zakhanov lawsuit is the oldest case against Ripple, almost active for 2 years now. Ripple has recently filed for the fraud charges to be dismissed and asked for 4 additional documents to be taken into account by the court. One of the documents is the newly passed rule from the U.S. Bureau of Customer Financial Protection's notice, the FCPB, on remittance transfers under the Electronic Fund Transfer Act. And then there's Bradley Sostak, the lead plaintiff in the Zakanoff versus Ripple Labs case, replied to Ripple's motion to dismiss the fraud allegations by providing more than a dozen alleged misleading statements made by the defendants, claiming that the CFPB rule should not be taken into account. So this guy's still fighting this tooth and nail. I don't understand why. I mean, get over it, man. You lost some money on XRP. XRP, though, trading at 24 cents now, so maybe you'll recoup some. Or did you buy at all-time high? Probably bought at all-time high. I mean, you got to think to yourself, anybody who's going to take the time out of their day to fight this frivolous kind of lawsuit for something that is probably their fault to begin with, has likely got some screws loose. Anyway, I'm gonna keep moving. Here, guys, this from XRP Crypto Wolf. Ripple CTO David Schwartz, or Joel Katz here on Twitter, spoke with the professor of economics and political science at Berkeley, Barry Eschengren, about crypto assets. And so this is an interesting podcast, guys. I will link it in the description. It's about 35 minutes. The role of digital assets in a post-beer flu world. So this, David Schwartz and Barry, what was his name? Barry Eschengren? They talk about it here. One thing that I found very, very interesting was down here. They talk about cryptocurrencies and CBDCs, or rather not specifically CBDCs, but cryptos pegged to the US dollar. Up here they mention, given Bitcoin's history of price volatility, some investors are exploring stablecoins as a more reliable store of value. Yet Barry notes that most of these coins are stabilized by being pegged to the US dollar, and if the dollar loses its purchasing power due to high inflation, the same will happen to the stablecoin, obviously. Yet he remains optimistic that some digital assets will prove their value over the long term. What does he say about that? He says, and here's a quote, "I don't think that thinking about crypto as speculative investments is really a long-term viable business model," predicts Barry. "Speculative investments have come and gone throughout history. Tulips came as a speculative investment and they went. Digital assets, they provide actual tangible services like cross-border payments, are the ones that are likely to have legs." So he is also suggesting that the types of cryptocurrencies that are going to be valuable down the road are the ones that solve problems, are ones that we're not going to be speculating on. Now, again, guys, today we're speculating on everything. This is why we're seeing crypto move. This is all based on speculative movement. Bitcoin's moving, the rest of the crypto market's moving. But one day it's not going to be like that. And this is what Barry, I keep forgetting his last name, Eschengren, is talking about here. Tulips came and went. Other speculative investments, like in the dot-com bubble of the early 2000s, that came and went. But it's not to say dot-coms disappeared for good. They still exist, but now only a handful of those companies from way back 20 years ago have done really well. And this is going to be the same for cryptocurrency digital assets. The ones that provide actual tangible services like cross-border payments are the ones that are likely to have legs. So thought that was kind of interesting, guys. Again, I will link this in the description if you want to read further. By the way, I know sometimes I kind of go through these articles fairly quickly. I don't want to read the whole thing because I don't want to bore you. I just kind of want to get to the salient points. And I always do mention that I post these articles in the description. I guess what I'm trying to figure out is how many of you guys actually go to the description and read these articles. Is it frequent? Infrequent? Never? Put it in the comments. I am curious to know if it's even worth it. But I am going to keep moving along, guys. This from the Cryptic Poet. This just in, Ripple partner Neum has integrated with Google Pay. That's right, Neum and Google Pay now integrated. Boost your business with branded cards. Launch your own debit card program in as little as 4 weeks. We take on the complexity for you, grow revenue, reduce costs, and simplify the payment process by adding Neum's card issuing capabilities to your business. And you guys can see here, Neum with Google Pay integration. It's an open money global platform, folks. Send money faster than ever. This is the official Neum website, just giving you some idea as to what they do. Real-time payments in 65 corridors, access to 3.21 billion beneficiaries on one platform. You can send money via the most direct route to avoid delays and fees, deliver payment instructions in virtually any format, pay suppliers via card to optimize cash flow, delivering savings and working capital benefits. And I am almost positive that most of this wouldn't be able to be accomplished without the Ripple partnership. So Neum, another Ripple partnered company, now integrating with Apple Pay. Great news there. Thanks so much, the Crypto Poet on Twitter. And in regulation news, guys, I saw this from XRP Crypto Wolf. The CFTC chairman, Heath, said a large part of the financial system could end up in blockchain format. So this from CoinDesk. Perfection shouldn't be the enemy of good when it comes to regulating the cryptocurrency space, said the Commodity Futures Trading Commission CFTC chairman Heath Tarbert. The nation's top commodity regulator, who recently marked his first anniversary at the CFTC, detailed his approach to cryptocurrency in a wide-ranging interview with CoinDesk. Tarbert noted that many of the crypto's unique attributes, namely borderlessness and decentralization, require a thoughtful approach. Our entire financial and economic system outside the current system, the non-crypto system, basically evolved since, one could argue, the Renaissance in Italy, whereas what people are doing in the digital asset space is effectively building within a decade or less an entire economic system based on human incentives and trust. I just find that fascinating. He goes on down here to say, when you think about the idea that at some point a large part of our financial system could very well exist in blockchain format, that's also revolutionary, and so he is suggesting a building out approach. He joined the department in 2019 and obviously familiar with Bitcoin. Here's a quote from him. My view is that to be a successful CFTC chairman, meaning regulating the derivatives market, you have to have a keen understanding of the underlying market, he said. And so I've tried to learn as much as I can about the various agricultural sectors. I've gone into fields, so on and so forth. I'm learning about oil. I'm also learning a lot about crypto. And in many ways, because it's so revolutionary and so cutting edge, I'm spending a lot of time just learning how it all works in the ecosystem. So this guy still needs to get beefed up on his crypto education, but he's going about it the right way, and he sees a future for blockchain technology within the financial system. Just moving down here to the borderless nature of all this, the CFTC also has to contend with the fact that crypto is inherently borderless. Market participants and developers all hail from different jurisdictions, and many live outside the US. The US should harmonize its approach to crypto both across the 50 states and additional territories, as well as with how other nations are approaching it. So here we go. He's likening it to new asset classes and other commodities under its jurisdiction. Commodities are commodities all around the world. Wheat is wheat, so the commodity price and the derivatives price based on those commodities around the world are interconnected. Well, now we take digital assets, crypto assets, and there they are uniform, and people are not thinking about regulatory and national boundaries by definition. This stuff is outside of it. So he realizes that this is a borderless issue similar to commodities and other types of valuable assets that we trade globally, like gold, silver, precious metals, stuff like that. So this gives you guys some information on Heath Tarbert and where his mind lies with cryptocurrency regulation. Guys, again, I will link this article in the description if you want to read further. We also got this from Michael at Val5Links on Twitter. Transferwise reports that it serves 8 million customers worldwide, processing around $5.1 billion in cross-border payments each month. So this from Decrypt. The UK-based money transfer startup sees its valuation hit $5 billion, up from $3.5 billion just in May 2019, so only just over a year ago. As demand for industry-disrupting low-cost money transfer continues, Transferwise, a challenger bank founded by Skype alumnus, announced Wednesday that it had closed a $319 million round led by Lone Pine Capital. There's a lot of talk about unicorns, but in reality, we're building something even rarer. Transferwise is a fast-growing, profitable business guided by a mission to build the best way to move money in the world: instant, convenient, transparent, and eventually free. We've been funded exclusively by our customers for the last few years, and we didn't need to raise external funding for the company. This secondary round provides an opportunity for new investors to come in, alongside rewarding the investors and employees who've helped us succeed so far. So they are processing $5.1 billion in cross-border payments each month. That is amazing. And guys, I don't know if you know this website, XRPrightnow.com, a very good resource for Ripple and XRP news, top 14 money transfer companies and Ripple's connection to them. This back from May 2019, but I do still think it is relevant because Transferwise is number 5 on this list. And you guys can see here, Transferwise, an emerging consumer remittance provider, and their logo right down here. That is how they are connected to Ripple, along with many other companies here. So a great resource. I will leave this in the description for you guys if you're interested. And I wanted to get to this, so this originally posted by the digital asset investor, but he took it from Hodor's blog, and for those of you guys new in the space, I don't know if you remember Hodor. He was the biggest contributor to the XRP community from, let's call it 2016 to about 2019. He decided to pursue new opportunities, so he stopped his blog posting, but a lot of this stuff was really, really insightful, and I think it is time to revisit what he wrote here about XRP and Ripple the company being worth $1 trillion. So the big number, I know what you're wondering because I wondered the same thing. At what XRP price point will Ripple be worth $1 trillion? And he has calculated it out. XRP price $17 USD would make Ripple a $1 trillion company. So just to put that into perspective, guys, I had to bring this up. The 5 most valuable US tech companies are now worth more than $5 trillion after Alphabet's record close. When we talk about $1 trillion valuation, we talk about, many tech companies have gained that over in less than 10 years in a lot of cases. We have Facebook here, one of the most recent ones. At the time of this writing, it was only worth $632 billion, but now I believe it is worth over $1 trillion if I'm not mistaken. We've got Amazon, obviously, at the time of this writing, and this article is a little older now, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys a sense. This is from January 2020. Just wanted to give you guys a sense of where we're at with Ripple. Market cap $931 billion. Alphabet, which is the Google parent company, worth $1 trillion. Market cap at $1 trillion. Microsoft, market cap at $1.27 trillion. And Apple, guys, market cap at $1.38 trillion. These are some of the hardest hitters in the space. Computer companies, social media companies, search engine companies that we know have also expanded into different avenues, like Amazon, for example, started with books and is now responsible for the lion's share of online retail, at least in the United States, if not worldwide. And so when you think about what's going on with regards to cross-border payments, all these connections that we're putting together, how close do you guys think we are for Ripple to be a $1 trillion company? We know just a few months ago they've already said that they were worth over $10 billion. I guess another question for you is, how close do you think we are to a $17 XRP? Do you think we could see it in this bull run? Do you think that it'll take some time for that to build organically? Let's not forget, guys, we saw $3.80 in what was essentially the blink of an eye. And that was an immature market back in 2017. I've done price projections in previous videos, and $17 does not seem unreasonable. Let's just remember here, guys, this is from Mr. BXRP at XRPMr on Twitter, demonstrating some of the gains that we've seen in the crypto space. Look at these 7 and 30-day returns. I like the direction we're moving in. And you know what? I agree with that sentiment. Anyways, that's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.